Hi everyone, Joel here again, and I'm going to show you how to create your own handwritten font on the iPad and then use that font on a computer. And to do this, we're going to use the app Fontise, or Fontise. I think it's Fontise, as a made-up verb, I guess. And this has got to be the most minimal, unassuming app you'll ever see. You start it up like this and it looks real boring. But this is how it works anyway. We're going to press new font to start, and what you get is a series of cards of capital letters first, then lowercase letters, and then some punctuation marks and symbols. And you can do as many or as little as you like. And basically what you do is on each card is you draw, or you write, I guess, your letter or your symbol, and then you flip to the next one and you do the same thing. So here's a capital A, for example. Let me just do a quick capital A like that, and then just swipe to the next card. And then I do my capital B and swipe to the next card. I'm doing this quite quickly, so my handwriting is not very neat, but you get the idea. So you're to do this until you've had enough. You can see up here it says 6 out of 96. There are 96 cards if you wish to. I'm just going to do the uppercase, the lowercase letters, and I'll also do numbers as well from 1 to 9 and also 0. And when that's finished, I'll show you the next step. So let's skip ahead and see where I'm up to. Okay, so now I've finished my uppercase, lowercase, and numbers. I want to point out that there is an undo and redo button if that's something that you need. I got my kids to do this on a stylus. It's easier to use than your fingers, which is what I used. You'll see in a minute that mine are very, very messy. But that's all you need to do. Then you press finish. So I'll press the finish button, and you can see there on the left are my written letters, and there on the right are the typed letters. I told the kids that what I'm looking for is their own handwriting. I don't want them to spend ages on each letter doing the as neat as they possibly can, or to copy that serif style that was already there as an example. I want it to be their handwriting, so hopefully when you put it all together it will look like something they've written themselves. Okay, so what we need to do is give it a name. So I'm going to just call this Mr. A. MRA, Mr. A, doesn't matter. And I'll press start. And that's going to take, it's going to take as long as it takes for however many letters in things that you've done. I have done 26 plus 26, so I've done 52 plus 10 numbers, so I've done 62 of them, so it'll take a little while. So it just processes each one, packages it together as a font file. Oh, an ad just popped up. Let's get rid of that. That's what happens sometimes when you have free apps. And when it's done all that, we'll skip through to the end after it's processing, and I'll show you how to install this on a PC. So it's just finishing up now, and as it's been going through, I've noticed that there are some ads that have popped up. It might be worth spending the few dollars that it might cost this app so that those ads don't come up when your kids are using the app. Anyway, here we've got some options, and the one I'm going to choose is Get It Now, It's Free. I don't want it installed on the iPad. I want it to be installed on my computer. So I'm going to press Get It Now. And it gives me some options on how I want to save that. It's up to you how you want to do it. I find that the easiest for me and my class's workflow is to save it to Google Drive, which I will do, and then it'll pop up in my Google Drive ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it to Google Drive. I then might just copy and paste it onto my desktop, and then I'm going to show you how to install this font on a PC and then how to use it in a program like Microsoft Word. Okay, so here's the font file here, MRA, Mr. A, as you saw, and there's a little underscore because I accidentally put a space after that. Doesn't matter. Okay, so on a PC, and I'm not sure how to do it on a Mac. I don't use Macs, but I'm sure a Mac person can tell you. But for me, I'm just going to right-click this little file here, and I'm going to choose Install. And that will install the font onto my system. I actually have a Word document already prepared. I have this template for the kids to open up and save as their own file. And even though this was already up, like magic, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Control A just to select the whole thing and go up here to my fonts, and I'm going to look for that Mr. A font, which should be on my list. So let's have a look. Crossing my fingers that it's there. Mr. A. There we go. And there you can see it's very messy, but it gives you the idea. It's got all the letters, the capital letters, the lowercase letters, the numbers there. It's got a sentence, a typical sentence in that. And of course, you can increase or decrease that size if you need to. And it works like any font. You can change the kerning, you can change the tracking, to change the spacing, everything like that. And I've just added this names here so that the kids can write down their names. And then what they do is they save that, and then that particular file becomes part of their portfolio. So there you go. It looks something like my handwriting. I will say my handwriting's a bit neater than that, but you get the idea. So that's how you create a font on the iPad and install it to use on your machine. Okay, so thanks very much for listening.